Well, roads are leading to Khayelitsha Township for the ANC's 113th anniversary celebrations, where President Cyril Ramaphosa will deliver the party's January 8 statement of intent. In the run-up to Saturday's event at Khayelitsha's Mandela Park Stadium, a number of ANC leaders have been visiting churches and communities, especially in ANC strongholds around Cape Town today, to mobilize community engagement. Our reporter Latashia Naidoo has been following some of these engagements, and she joins us live now. Latashia, what have been some of those outcomes from today's campaigns?
Good afternoon, Audrey. Well, a day of prayer and politicking for some of the heads of the ANC. This morning, Deputy President Paul Mashatile attended a church service in False Bay before going to a community meeting. We also attended a church service with ANC National Chairperson Latashia in Khayelitsha earlier today, which he was welcomed with a lot of revelry and fanfare at the St. John's Church in Khayelitsha. And just now, Fikile Mbalula, who is the ANC Secretary General, attended a church service in Philippi at the Shekinah Revival Ministries. And he's just left now to embark on another community engagement with members of the community from Philippi in Cape Town. Now, it's been an interesting day in terms of seeing these three figureheads attending church services, in particular in the run-up to Saturday's big event at the Khayelitsha Mandela Park Stadium. And when I asked Latashia what was the purpose of going to church first before actually meeting with community members, he had an interesting point to make, saying that the ANC was founded in a church, and the foundations, the roots of the organization are embedded in the foundations of church principles. But this is what he had to say.
2 days I've been doing door-to-door, going to area. I was in Mbegweni that other day, I was in Kamnand in Stellenbosch the other day. Today I'm in church. That's the culture of the ANC. If you are mobilizing in any area, on Sunday go to church. We don't call church churches. We call it church. It's one church. There are denominations, but the church is one. So we're in church today, everybody. I can tell you now with my eyes closed, you'll find Balula in a church, you'll find Paul in a church, you'll find Cyril in a church, you'll find Nomvula in a church. We are all in church today. It's the culture of the ANC. This organization was formed in a church, and they want to keep that contact with the church. Sometimes very difficult, but we must try to keep it.
Audrey, another important point that Latashia made was the fact that bringing these 113th year anniversary celebrations to Khayelitsha in particular was a very strategic move by the party. This with Khayelitsha being, quote-unquote, the ANC's traditional base in the Western Cape. It's important to note that the ANC has not regained control of the province since 2009, and it remains a DA stronghold. But Latashia noted that it was also important for the party to do things differently and reconnect to its roots by going back to the people to establish the ANC once again in the minds of voters and ANC delegates, the fact that the party was a party for the people. And this is what Latashia had to say as well.
The Western Cape, we've gone to all the big stadia. We have not got the results. We've decided to take the organization to the people. Khayelitsha is where our people are. We're taking the organization to them. They must have a sense of the ANC valuing them. So we're in Khayelitsha because that's our traditional base, so that we can test them. We can go to Cape Town, we can go to all the other big stadia, but they are removed from the people. We are coming to the people. Actually, we will be dealing with the people directly, interacting with them directly. Others will be shouting at us, others will be insulting us, others will be thanking us. That is what we want to do.
Now, Audrey, with that January 8th statement that's going to be delivered on January 11th, this Saturday at Khayelitsha's Mandela Park Stadium, Fikile Mbalula also mentioned that it wasn't the capacity of the stadium that mattered. This year, the celebrations are being held in a smaller stadium as opposed to the larger stadiums that we've seen these celebrations taking place at in recent years. But it was important for the ANC in its new iteration as part of the government of national unity to remind voters, to remind delegates that this party had its roots, its foundations in the people. And this was a renewal campaign of sorts to take the ANC back to the people. And that's what the plans for this Saturday's celebrations are, to renew those grassroots level engagements and relationships, to deal with people one-on-one and actually hear what their issues are, and to cement in the people's eyes once again that the ANC is for the people, Audrey.
It appears the party has its work cut out for it. Thank you so much for that update, Latashia Naidoo. Coming to us from Cape Town, where the ANC is galvanizing support ahead of that January 8th statement.